Hello my stitchers, I'm Dimple Anand and you are at Stitching Mall. Today we'll cut and stitch a pajama with side pockets. This is pan cut pajama. Fold fabric to cut front part. We take full length 40 inch plus 1/4 of an inch plus 1.5 inch. Hip length is hip divided by 3 or 12 inch, that is third part of 36 inch. That is our hip measurements. This fabric is folded in such a way so that one part is about half our hip, that is the widest part of our dress, and plus 5 inch. We mark 1.5 inch at the bottom fold. We mark ½ inch inside, that is parallel to sides. Here we'll be stitching our pocket. So this side we'll be cutting and there'll be two separate pieces. So our hip line is hip divided by 3 plus 2 inch, that is for a loose pajama, or hip divided by 3, that is for a comfy fit or a good fit for women. So we make a square. We extend this hip line by hip divided by 12, that is about 3 inch. If we divide 36 by 12, so up also we take 3 inch. Half of this 3 inch is 1.5 inch that we take up and curve this front hip curve. Bottom of our pajama is bottom divided by 2 or 7 inch. You can keep bottom narrower or broader as per your choice. So either you can curve the leg from the out curve, or you can take it straight, or you can join it from the inner line. This shape you can take as per your choice. So if you want to make a plazo pants, you can use this pattern and make a very beautiful plazo pants. Now you shape the legs and your front part is, this leg part is ready. Now we mark for the pockets. Pockets would be made on the sides. So this side we'll be making the pockets. We mark 3 inch down and our pocket's mouth would be hip divided by 6, that would be 6 inches if we divide 36 by 6. So we cut our front part. This is our front part of our pajama or our plazo or our lowers, that is cut. We cut the outline. While we cut the bottom, we should make notches at 1.5 inch, and we should make notches at the mouth of this pocket also, so that it be easier for us while we'll be stitching. So we cut this side open. Here we have two pieces of our front pajama. To cut the back part of the pajama, we keep this front part on folded fabric to cut back part. So place it in such a way so that you could mark 1.25 inch inside from waist and 1.25 inch up from this mark. Extend 1.5 inch out from hip line and join it from the upper line. So from bottom and side leg, mark 3/4 of an inch and join with hip line. Now cut this outline. I'm not adding any seam allowance, but if you want to make it a little bit loose than this shown, you can add some more inches to it. If you are making it for kids, you can add seam allowance. So this is your comfortable, nice, relaxed, comfy pajamas with pockets. Now we cut the side pockets. On 2 layers of fabric, mark hip divided by 6, or 6th of 36 is 6 inches. Width of the pocket would be hip divided by 6 plus ½ inch, and total length would be double of that. So mark 1½ inch inside and 6 inch lengthwise. That would be mouth of the pocket. So join these both markings. Now square it out. Now below this mark we can take same 6 inch, or I'm taking it about 3½. If you want it less deeper, you can keep 3½. If you want it deep enough, you should keep it that the same hip divided by 6. So that is 6 inch. So mark it, shape your pockets, give it a nice shape, a round shape or an oval shape, and then we'll be cutting the outline. We need 2 such pockets. So once we have cut this one, we should keep it on under the fabric and cut one more piece of it. So I'll be cutting on the outline, and here I got 2 pieces. Later on these pockets will be cut from inside. So we cut 2½ inch wide belt. It will be as long as waist round of our pajama. You can just measure what is your waist round of the pajama, and you can cut about 1 or 2 inch more than that, because extra fabric we can cut later. So here we start the stitching part. We stitch the hip curve first, both front and back part, front with front and back with back. So here I stitch front part, wrong sides out, stitch front hip curves together, wrong sides of fabrics out. In the same way, I'll be stitching back part of our pajamas. So here you got it. I'll show you how to sew the pockets. So I didn't separate the pocket parts. I separate them now. Cut it from the middle. So you got 2 pieces of this one, and same way you'll be getting 2 pieces of this pocket. Mark 1½ inch down from the top on the pajama, and from this marking start joining the pocket. So here I make a long straight normal stitch along this line about 1 centimeter inside. So here we got a straight stitch. Now turn the pocket right and make a top stitch along this joint. 1 foot of our pressure foot is on this joint and 1 on the pocket. So I made this nice top stitch. So on all 4 pockets we repeat the same process. We mark ½ inch down from the top, stitch pocket with side of pajama, make a top stitch along the joint, and then we'd get this front part of our pajama with 2 ear-like flaps both the sides, and the other part of our pajama with the flaps both sides. So in all pockets we repeated the same process. I'm just showing you in a recap so that you can catch up with it and you don't miss any part. Now place front part of our pajama on back part. So wrong sides would be out and both parts would be like 1½ inch from up is left. So you can see how it looks like. I make a straight stitch till this notch, this pocket notch, this top pocket notch. I reverse and then I move around this pocket till bottom pocket notch. So all around this pocket we'll stitch about 1 centimeter away from the corners, stitch edges. So mouth of this pocket is 6 inches, that is hip divided by 6. But if your wrist is slim, you can keep it 5 inch. So you can decrease this by 1 inch more. Now stitch the side legs, a long straight stitch till the bottom of our pajama. You can see one of our pocket is ready. If you want, you can sew along this line. So this side the pocket would be coming on the right side of the pajama, and here we can put our hand inside to keep our mobiles, money or anything that we want to. So we'll repeat the process with the other side also, the same way. With keep one pocket on another, make a straight stitch from top till the notch, then all around the pocket and back and till the bottom. This method of making pockets is very easy, and once you get to know how to do it, then you can make it in all your dresses, your sweatshirts, your t-shirts, your cardigans, whatever you make, you can make these kind of pockets. You can attach them inside of your side of your dresses, and that will be quite comfortable to keep your things. So here we complete both sides of our pockets. If you want, you can overlock or interlock the sides of these pockets. So I go up. If you want, you can keep it 1 inch less, as I told earlier. And now I'll be stitching straight till the bottom, and this side, both sides of our pajama would be complete. Stitch fork of the legs or middle part of the pajama. So starting from the bottom, we go all up, all go round and till the other leg, and then bottom of the other leg, and then it is almost ready. And then we'll be folding the bottom of the pajama. We had kept 1.5 inch at the bottom. So and we also made notches, if you remember. So that is a guideline. We'd be folding those notches, and then this pajama would be complete from the bottom. We'll attach the belt then. We fold the other leg, bottom also the same 1.5 inch inside. You can use some kind of lace or piping if you are making it for yourself or for the kids, so that it be looking beautiful. We need to secure our pockets with the front part of the pajama, otherwise they'd be loose and running around. So using a normal stitch, a running stitch, we secure pockets with front side of our pajama. You can see how it is done. We are not starting from the top, though we can do that, but this way our belt would not be too bulky. So we start joining the belt. This belt can be joined either from the middle of the pajama or from the side, whichever you like. Later on you can put a string inside. Even after inserting an elastic, a string can be inserted. So on the right side of this belt, I'm keeping right side of our pajama pants and making a normal running stitch all around it. That will be folded later. We fold the belt opening about 3/4 of an inch inside and make a top stitch on it. You can see this will be folded and we can put a string later on. Take elastic about 1 inch wide and it should be as long as your waist minus 1 or 1.5 inch. It all depends on the stretchability of the elastic. If it is not very stretchy, you can keep it waist plus 1 inch. So I place the elastic on this joint, stitch on the corner, then overlap the elastic with our belt. So it is very important that we secure this corner with a firm stitch or a number of stitches so that it doesn't go inside when our belt is done. So I fold the fabric this way and stitch over it only on the fabric, so you can feel with your fingers that your elastic is away from the needle. You don't have to stitch on the elastic, otherwise you won't be able to make gathers. So we'll be folding on the folded fabric only and not on the elastic. As we stitch, we pull the elastic towards our side and push the fabric back, and this way we'll cover the entire waist. And at the end of this belt, we'll secure this elastic again with multiple stitches so that it doesn't go inside, and it's very important, please do that. And you can either cover up, you can stitch to close this side, or you can keep it open, so later on even if your elastic is loose, you can use a fabric string. And here this pajama pants with side pockets is ready to be worn. You can make your plazo in this way using this pattern and it will be perfectly fine and perfectly fit. I'm sure you enjoyed making these pajama with side pockets with me, so please do subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet. Like, share, comment and keep watching. Goodbye.